The Secret Life of Death podcast proudly presents the Bone Room Tour and Magnum P.I. Scavenger Hunt. Yes, you read and heard that correctly. This is Gail from the Secret Life of Death podcast. Welcome to the tour of my faunal skeletal collection and the Magnum P.I. Scavenger Hunt. During my career as an archaeologist, I amassed a collection of animal skeletons, legally and ethically, that I used to help identify remains recovered from archaeological sites. So today, I'm going to give you a brief tour of some of my collection. But to make it more fun, I've hidden some photos of our favorite Hawaii-based private investigator, Magnum P.I. Longtime fans of the Secret Life of Death podcast will get this weird reference. The first 4 people to find all 4 photos hidden throughout the tour will win a prize. Ready? Return your tray tables to their upright positions. This tour's about to take off. So welcome to the Secret Life of Death Bone Room Tour. And remember, keep an eye out for Magnum P.I. Let's start with this beautiful cabinet here, filled with animal skulls. What lies within? Let's take a closer look. Top shelf here are some of our herbivores. First off is a sheep, then a pair of white-tailed deer, a male on the left and a female on the right. Next shelf down, some carnivores. A beautiful example of a black bear. This male was around 300 pounds, I was told. And then an example of a coyote. Excellent pack hunters. Next shelf, cats. I know, don't freak out. What we have here are natural cat mummies. When cats are sick or dying, they seek out secluded places. These 2 were found in an old barn, where the conditions dried out their bodies naturally, preserving their skin and skeletons. It's very common. Don't worry, it's science. Let's move on before the internet and its massive cat memers breaks down my door. Scanning up, we're going to take a look at some more herbivore skulls, the larger ones in the collection. This is another white-tailed deer, a buck with an impressive rack. Next, we've got a cow, then a horse, and panning down, perhaps the most impressive skull of the whole collection, a moose. These animals are just giant. I've placed a white-tailed deer skull to the right of the moose for comparison. And you know, in my head, it seems like deer and moose are pretty similar, but they're actually a different genus and species. And size-wise, not even close. I've set up another display to show just how much of a size difference there is between these 2. Scapula, or the shoulder blades. The moose on the top and the deer below. Man, that thing is big. Let's move on to my map cabinet. This houses my smaller specimens. I've gone ahead and pulled out some examples of some common animals we see every day. Here we have an opossum and a skunk. And for a fun comparison, 2 birds, a wild turkey and a domestic duck. Now, the interesting thing about these 2 birds is that, wait a minute. Hi, this is Ginny, coming to insert herself into the middle of things. Hi, kitten. Well, in honor of Ginny, let's open up her favorite drawer, the rodents. Yes, she's made some donations to this collection. A nice array of flying and red squirrel tails, yes. Here we have a cottontail rabbit, groundhog or woodchuck, and then the largest rodent in the Northeast, the beaver. Let's swing around to the porcupine section. This whole skeleton is laid out in anatomical position. Here's their most well-known trait, their quills, and a comparison of size difference between a male and female porcupine. They do have a lot of these guys. Well, that's all I have for my tour of the bone room right now. Hopefully, you found all 4 Magnum photos, and I suppose you'd like to hear more about the rules of the scavenger hunt. Here are the details. Make a list of the locations of all 4 Magnum P.I. photos hidden throughout the bone room tour. Contact me with the list of photo locations via email at thesecretlifeofdeath.com, direct message on Instagram at The Secret Life of Death Podcast, or direct message on Facebook at The Secret Life of Death Podcast. The first 4 people to contact me with the correct locations of all 4 Magnum photos will win a gift certificate to the shop of one of these 2 amazing artists. Oh My Goth Jewelry Company. Handmade jewelry with an edge. Find her shop on Etsy, www.etsy.com/shop/Oh My Goth Jewelry Co. And follow her on Instagram at Oh My Goth Jewelry Co. Or GZ's Casual Artistry. Casual art thoughtfully made. Find their shop on Etsy, www.etsy.com/shop/GZS Casual Artistry. And follow them on Instagram at casual_artistry. The contest runs from October 21st until October 28th. Winners will be announced on October 31st, Halloween. The gift certificate information will be sent out to the winners at that time. If you're interested in the Secret Life of Death podcast itself, go to our website, thesecretlifeofdeath.com. Find us on Instagram and Facebook at The Secret Life of Death Podcast and Twitter at TSLoD Podcast. Listen to us on Stitcher, Spotify, Google Podcast, Radio Public, and Apple Podcast. Have fun with the tour and scavenger hunt. Happy Halloween! Ba 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 ba.